Y'all know what it is. Y'all know who it is. It's your boy Pharaoh the God, always on the job. I got five. Let's talk. And as always, it's real talk, raw talk. And y'all know it's that time again to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell another motherfucking friend. Share, like, and subscribe. Don't hide. Welcome to another episode of the podcast, man. We got Dark in the building, one more Guinery.
Keep it sparkly.
Shit. You know, I've been running this Big U report for a little minute right now, man. You know, giving my assessments of the situations and allegations that's being put forward. But I also, I came across this video right here, and I found it quite interesting, because we was talking about karma earlier, but, a lot of things like that, I believe a man's son will not pay for the sins of the father. And I believe that, not just as a Muslim, but I believe that is unfair, just human nature. Like, you know what I mean? I don't think, alligators be like.
I don't agree with it.
You think that the sins of the father?
Daddy fuck up, then the son's in trouble.
But to what degree, though?
Degree, if
So you think that if I go out here and kill a nigga,
they're likely gonna try to come kill your son. If they
that's the world we live in.
No, that's just the you can't say the world we live in. That's the world, man.
I don't think the vast majority of the world takes. You know what I'm saying?
Niggas said, if I can't get him, hurt the next nigga too.
That's us. That's niggas that
How is that if our government, every government drop bombs on?
No, I'm
because we mad at.
We don't have a connection to the government, though.
No, I'm just comparing.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I get it, but that's why I say I don't believe. Because in the Bible it says, the sins of the father, the children will not have to pay for no more. If the father eats grapes, the child's teeth would be not set on edge. Basically meaning the father eats grapes, the child's teeth ain't gonna get rotten.
I think in that nature, yeah, but I'm talking about on the aspect.
Yeah, now and
karma.
And this is why I say it's two different types of karmas on realms, because that religiously, God not gonna do that.
Yeah, you got religion.
But in our world, that's karma.
Yeah, you got religion.
You feel me? Yeah.
You got reality.
We have two different type of karmas, and that's why I wanted to bring up.
Again, I'm not knocking your religion or anybody else's religion that may have believed that way, but to me and what the goals and shit, not the goals and shit, the shit I've been through, no, it's good, it's enough right here. The shit that I've been through, I feel like you can. Now, you may not get his direct, but I think it's kind of like maybe, let's just say this. Father in a situation where he ain't been paying his bills, he died on the kids, guess who got to pay that shit? If not.
Yeah, I get that aspect. But the only two we could talk about here is either religious or street karma.
That's what I'm talking
about. Those two.
Okay, so your dad make a bad deal with somebody and on some drug shit. Now you trying to get in between something and nobody fucking with you because your dad history.
Yeah, I think that's also wrong too. Like, certain things, like if a nigga dad killed my brother, right?
Somebody gonna come kill him?
I'm not gonna look to get the sons. I'm gonna look to get pops. Now with the knowing that if I do something to the pops, the sons might do something to me or do something to my brothers or my sons. You feel me? Now,
okay, in the case of the scenario, now I don't think this, if we're talking the Big U situation, I don't think this technically got something to do with Big U.
No, what they saying is, yeah, that's what they saying. They saying this is Big U's karma because of the situation with the rapper.
No.
I don't believe that.
That's just, it's not that You even gotta believe that. We come from the same shit, right? So we know guidelines. You got me talking about the shit. I ain't want to talk about it, but shit. I guess I'm already saying. It's like you do something that you wasn't supposed to do, but you get away with it.
Facts.
You do it again, you get away with it. You do it again,
Get away with it.
you get away with it. But there comes a time where you're not gonna get away with it.
But that's
And
the
it's gonna
criminal
be-
world.
And it's gonna be unexpected. Not get away with it because guess what?
You
get
gonna
away with it for
you
so
gonna think
long.
you gonna get away with
It's
it again?
normal. It's
Yeah.
not even getting away with it to you at this point.
It's just regular.
This is just me.
This is what's gonna happen, regardless. I'll blame this nigga right now. I'm getting away because I always do the same.
I always
fucking-
get away. I do the
feel you.
same
I
shit.
feel you. Facts.
So when it hit you with the blind side, it's like, damn, God, this shit crazy. No, it's not crazy. You just forgot
You
about
didn't see it.
all the outcomes that really happened because this the only outcome you've been getting, which is fucked up. But you gotta remember.
You're supposed to take advantage of that though.
Yeah, and
Not advantage of, I just committed this robbery and I got away with it. So that don't mean go do 4 more robberies.
So
I got away with it.
mean, I'm cool.
I'm
for
cool
it.
now.
And so I gotta do it again.
Unless I gotta do it again. I'm supposed to
Other
do
than
something
that-
with what I just got.
Other than that, that's like putting the $20 in the pot and you getting $1 million out. You gonna put another $20 in there, or you gonna take your $1 million and run for $1 million?
You're gonna take your million and run with it
Thank
like a
you.
dumbass. Like a dumbass.
So you gonna put another 20 in there?
I mean, I got $1 million.
Okay, so then you put another 20 in there. You lost that, so you put another 20 in there.
I mean, at some point in time, I gotta see that this shit not working.
How many 20s before then?
Probably, that's what I'm saying, maybe 2, 3. But you gotta learn somewhere down the line, though.
2-3 million?
No, I'm saying
200,000-300,000?
200-300. I only got $1 million. I'm taking a chance here. This is not like it's a for sure thing.
Nigga like me put a 20 in and get $1 million, I'm gone. I'm not putting another 20 in. Well, what the fuck I need to? That's getting greedy.
Okay, now you saying it on that aspect. Now, on that aspect, I might have misunderstood you. I was still on the aspect of then getting away with it in karma and shit like that.
I mean,
now,
that's what I'm
on
saying.
that,
What
yeah,
that's
see,
what I mean.
me, sometimes
You went in a pot that you thought you had $20 in and it had $1 million. So what? You gonna go to the next pot that you thought you put $20 in and hope it got $1 million there? What if something go in there and bite the shit out you while you grabbing and reaching?
and guess what that's gonna do?
Fuck your whole $1 million off.
But it's only 20 I put in.
It fucked your $1 million off because now you in a situation to where what
Oh,
happens?
I'm putting $1 million at jeopardy. Nah, I ain't doing that.
You already.
And that's like the life.
That's what I'm telling you. You
a-
already
yeah,
putting it
yeah.
at jeopardy. Double
And you
back
won.
again.
You got the $1 million and
You already
winning.
won.
Just get up out of there.
Now again, if we're gonna talk about this situation, you won twice because now you got a big bro. I mean, little bro. Little bro gonna beat you right.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people like, oh, why nigga can't just concentrate on what your little brother can you do, which is a fact. You don't just rely on your brother to do nothing because we still grown ass men. But when we talking about decision making and we talking about from wrong from right, it's like I really don't gotta make that decision.
I don't got to.
If I really do need that, but again, we gotta remember we street niggas. These niggas.
Yeah, and that's where everything coming wrong.
This is where
I feel you.
we gotta remember who these people are. You can't judge them by that decision because this is what they live in every day. Now I go back to, I've been pulling the same move and it ain't happened like this, so it never seemed wrong.
Yeah. Especially doing it way over there.
It never seemed wrong because guess what?
I was able to get away with it.
It ain't getting away. Everybody out here,
Yeah. But you're not even seeing by everybody being out here the threat that
How much-
possibly could be
Now you
linked.
get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel you.
I took the loop to explain it that way so the viewer can understand.
No, that was a good, excellent way though. You feel me? That was excellent.
So, if motherfuckers understand that, then they understand this. But now, that don't go into just because you make wrong decisions that you felt right. And you know you ain't supposed to be over there first off.
That's what we was gonna get
Only
into.
because, now if you on some pimping standpoint, then I can't tell you that.
But
But if you was
also,
on some gang shit,
but let me ask you this before we get into this content. How does a person that gangbang, official, right? We talking about niggas that clap the hammer, right? And niggas that still be gangbanging on social media, how do they actually really become pimps, bro? Because something gotta give.
Well, to me, just me, therapy speaking, I wouldn't, as a full-time gang member on the internet, still gaming, be on the cover where no matter how many people are coming on the cover. Nigga like me, I'd be having my bitch in a casino or something. I'd be lower. I wouldn't be on a spot where it's open and everybody can see me. See, that's the thing too. I think, and I'm not just saying everybody they out there like they
The recognition.
fucking on a fucking
They own that.
in the apartment building or something. I
Yeah.
just see if y'all was inside of it. I own the middle of the street, gang. And it's fucked up because people don't realize it until shit like this happens, right? And then it's like, damn, we all fucked up. But then when you say this type of shit, people look, oh, you just hating it. Now that you, but the young man knew what he was doing when he was out there.
When he was out there, and nigga just and for those that want to probably take some negativity to what we're saying, you can't make it that way, because at the end of the day, we just trying to shine light for the niggas that do be in that type of situation of how they missing the aura of evil that they around, bro.
Now,
Now
let's do this too, because a lot of people don't know. Other than cuz or blood or brother or cousin, however everybody want to example cuz, he's actually a good dude in his community too. He was a coach for Pop Warner. I think he was under 9 youth. Even if he was using his dad's money, his brother money to donate back and give to the kids, he was there. They got real pictures of him smiling. I'm talking about ear to ear smiling, helping the kids. Don't even look like a gamer. Not a piece of jewelry on. He's in uniform. So he's a real respected guy. It's just,
we all get caught up, bro. We thinking too fast, and I'm gonna say this before we run this content. We know it's alleged that he was set up by a female.
I don't even know that. I'm just going off what I think about life, shit. But it is.
Yeah, so, and moving in that world of prostitutes, you gotta remember these hoes is liars. You never know what these bitches be having going on. They probably want to get from up under your recognition, or you did something to where you hurt her feelings, bro. You feel me?
He wasn't the only person to die that day. I think at that scene, or at least get shot. I should say.
Oh no, yeah, got shot. Yeah, he was the only one passed away. So what we gonna do is we gonna run this content right here, and this is Family TV. So shout out to Family TV. Make sure y'all go ahead and subscribe to that. Got some good content. It may be questionable or contendable, but it's good still journalism, and we gonna run this content.
His DNA, so they had to serve him a search warrant to get his DNA.
Nobody wins when the family feels.
To take down DNA, he wouldn't give them his DNA, so they had to serve him a search warrant to get his DNA.
Get out, and then they have to have an experience before they realize I should have checked in.
The acting United States Attorney here in Los Angeles. Today, we're here to announce federal criminal charges and his criminal enterprise were charged in a criminal complaint with federal racketeering conspiracy. Mr. Henley is a fugitive, and he is currently wanted by federal law enforcement. Other individuals linked to his criminal enterprise were arrested today, approximately 10 defendants who are charged in various indictments. Again, Mr. Henley is a fugitive. 4 defendants are in state custody and will be transferred into federal custody, and we are still seeking Mr. Henley and another fugitive.
You know, fam, they say one of the worst things in life is having to bury your own child. That's pain no parent should ever prepare for. But imagine it being worse. Not only do you lose your kid, but you can't even be there to say goodbye. Not because you don't love him, but because your own choices made you unavailable. You behind them walls. hearing that your baby gone, and there's nothing you can do. You can't hold him, you can't see him, you can't even stand over the casket. At that point, it ain't just guilt, it's torture. It's them what ifs that keep playing in your mind. What if I never took that route? What if I was home? What if I could have stopped it? And that kind of pressure, man, it'll eat your spirit alive. I can only imagine. Now, recently I came across a story that hit me hard, because this one right here ain't just about the streets. It's about karma, choices, and pain coming full circle. A well-known figure out of California, a man respected, feared, and at times admired, sat behind bars on a massive federal case when the unthinkable happened. His son gunned down outside a smoke shop, caught on camera on Halloween. The same city he once controlled through power and fear now became the same place that took his child. Now what's crazy about all this? In the video we once covered, I'll leave the link in the bio, we went over that indictment. We talked about the murder that's in that indictment. Another child of another man who's accused of being gunned down by Big U, according to the feds. Crazy how life work, huh? Today we go over this story. We also check out what's the update on Big U's case. Talk about his upbringing, his two sons, the one that made it out, and unfortunately, the one that followed his son's footsteps. But before we go over this one, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no angle. I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We'll jump right to it. Before the feds ever came knocking, before the courtrooms and the indictments, this story started with a murder. January 25th, 2021, a cold morning in North Las Vegas. Police discovered the body of a young man shot multiple times and dragged into the desert sand. His name, Rayshawn Williams, an aspiring rapper signed to Big U's record label, Unique Music. See, 5 days earlier, according to this indictment, Rayshawn Williams had recorded a diss song. In it, he mocked Big U, talked about being shot in the face, bragged about a 38 with no trace. To most people, it's just lyrics. But in the streets, that kind of disrespect can get you killed. Now for those who don't know, to give you a little backstory on how that day went down, witnesses say that RW and Big U were at a studio together that night at around 12:37 a.m. When Big U leave the studio, 20 minutes later, his phone goes dark. No GPS, no calls. And then almost an hour later, his phone pings, again near the same studio. That same time frame, 48 minutes.
I got you, Sticky, man. I see you in the building. Salute to the mods, man. Yeah, I knew they was going to do something like that again, though, man, messing with the notifications. Man, salute, though, man. Thank you for being here, though, man. Appreciate it.
Minutes is exactly how long it takes to drive from that studio to the desert off I-15 and back. By 2:30 a.m., Big U's back at the studio, drenched in sweat, telling the security guard he just came from the gym. The next morning, RW's body is found, shot in the face.
I'm gonna stop it right there because, nigga, you ain't stopped. I mean, this, like, that's that line about him sweating, getting back to the studio. It's kind of eerie to me because, nigga, you still sweating. You driving the car. You got AC. You can put the windows down. You can dry up. Why would he go back to the studio sweating? Talking about he was just working out. If he wasn't working out, like that statement is just kind of eerie. Me, if I did some shit like that, and I don't want nobody to know what I just did, for sure I'm having the AC on in the car. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not finna pull back up to the studio, nigga, sweat dripping all down my face, nigga, you feel me? Water all on my clothes and shit, nah. So that just kind of like, it just seemed eerie to me, bro. Like, whoever made that statement, you know, I don't know, bro. That shit just, it don't work with me.
No shell casings, just like he rapped it. Nobody got arrested. It would seem nobody talked about it except RW's family. But that murder, that one act would come.
You say, yeah, man, that's facts, man. You know, change your life. It's not worth going to prison for, man. And that's what, you know, the platform is about, man. The podcast is about. It's about that, man. You know, we all make mistakes, man, but don't turn a mistake into a loss. Turn it into a lesson, you know. And we not making a light of nobody's situation. But, you know, what we do want to do is bring light to how you can save yourself, though.
Back years later to open a much bigger door Since that date between then and 2024, what seemed just like another street killing sparked something way bigger. Behind the scenes, the FBI and the Los Angeles Gang Task Force started watching. They weren't just looking at one death, they were tracing a pattern. Over the next few years, they gathered phone taps, GPS data, and wire transfers. They talked to a witness, some from the streets, some from the industry, and little by little, a picture formed. The feds say Big U had been running a network they called the Big U Enterprise, a combination of muscle, money, and manipulation. They allege he extorted rappers, athletes, and even Hollywood producers under something known as the check-in system. According to them, everyone coming to LA who didn't check in risked being robbed, pressed, or publicly humiliated. And at the same time, they say it's non-profit developing options, the same group meant to help the community, was being used to move money, pay off associates, and hide illegal earnings.
Now, if that's, that's what's being alleged, but one thing I can attest to that, I think they blowing it out of proportion, bro, when it comes to that. And they always do that with black people, man. You don't hear about John F. Kennedy family being bootleggers and illegal alcohol runners, and that's how they got rich, and they made deals with the Irish mob and all that shit. You don't hear that about them, about where they came from. But when it comes to people like this, yeah, he probably made a mistake allegedly. I don't know. I wasn't there. But, to say that he was misusing the funds and all this and all that, I know niggas, and we all know niggas, look at his son, that actually benefited from him being there. Not from nobody else being there, nigga. Prior to him being there, you know what I'm saying? Shit happens. But why the bad is overshadowing him, you know what I'm saying, and not the glory that he did do? Because I know people, and I know people that know people, personally, that been in this man programs, and them niggas had everything that they wanted. Pads, food, shoes, nigga rides home, pickups, nigga drop, like everything. So that narrative, I'm just not gonna stand on. You feel me? Because a nigga don't know, if he even touched that. Because it's niggas that went to the league and niggas in college right now off of that program. So he couldn't have been damaging the program that much.
Now, of course, in a previous video, we later elaborated on who the victims were in the indictment. Of course, I'll leave the link in the bio. But on wiretaps, Big U can be heard bragging about, quote, being a hunter of the rolling 60s, talking about having paperwork on people, meaning he knew who was cooperating with police. The feds started tying everything together, the murders, the robbery, the fake charities. And
I would say this, man, and this is another mistake that I think, I would say, that people like that in that circle make, man. When your son make it, even though you not tied at the hip with your son or your peoples that make it, but if you a father, or you know what I'm saying, especially if you a father, a black father, they gonna pick your life apart. They gonna watch everything you do because they want to control your son. They want to control that money horse right there. So they gonna do any and everything to get you out the picture, make you like the bad guy. It's no longer gonna be the story, oh, Eugene Hangley's son, this dude got him took to the league. He got this dude out of this program, took to the league, and it's not gonna be that, bro. And people gotta understand that you may not do too much damage to his son career, but niggas gotta understand, nigga, them police don't fight fair, bro. And they gonna use who they gonna use. You feel me? Now, I was gonna watch this whole clip, but you know what I'm saying, I ain't gonna do that. But I'm gonna get to the part of the allegations of who done it, and people saying it's retribution and all this, man. Don't be fooled, man. Whoever alleged to had done it, they not even from LA, man. They back to where they at, up north, doing whatever they doing, man. But as far as LA and the Hoover situation going, that's a no-go. It had nothing to do with that, man. You know what I'm saying? So let's paint a different picture on that and just really give up the real, man. But like I was saying, man, Halloween, I was saying that on Halloween, man, prior to me even going out. I don't know if you remember, Sticky, you know, Halloween being one of the craziest nights, you know what I'm saying, and how motherfuckers get down. And, you know, unfortunately, you know, shit like that happen, man, and we always got to use our mind that this is one of the nights, it's a free score, bro. You know, niggas, if they do it right, you know, niggas can get away with it. And, you know, you always got to keep your head on the swivel, bro. And, you know, he was out going to do what he do. You know, and for these pimps, man, you know, y'all niggas got to watch out, you know, for these hoes and what these hoes be saying, man, because, you know, just speaking on the allegations, not speaking like, you know, I was there that night, but just speaking from the allegations, you know, from the female, you know, setting him up and, you know, them type of allegations, man, you know, y'all pimps, man, you know how these hoes play, man. You feel me? And you got to caution yourself, you know what I'm saying? You don't never know, you know what I'm saying, who this bitch got, you know, lurking in the dark, you know what I'm saying? And then you know if you fucking with a faggot bitch or not. You know that, you know what type of games this bitch play, man. You know what I'm saying? These toxic hoes and shit like that, these shit starters, man, you gotta get them away from you. They don't deserve to, you know what I'm saying, be having no pimps kill each other, bro. This supposed to be a gentleman's sport. Niggas supposed to be able to, hey, peace, let's, you know, blow a blunt. You know, what we drinking on. Let's talk out the situation, you know, what's going on. But now niggas is taking it to the gangbanging shit. Niggas not talking, niggas putting on masks, downing niggas, not even seeing it, and it's all over a prostitute. That's how niggas get caught. Oh, niggas ain't no real pimps. Niggas killing niggas, you know, over hoes and shit. And that's what it is, man, because niggas is not sticking to the rules of the game, bro. You know, if you some ism, man, you know, and if this bitch calling you telling you about another nigga, you know what I'm saying, going gorilla on her, man, you ain't supposed to just, you know, smoke a nigga about no bitch, man. You know, you get at peace, you know what I'm saying, y'all find some type of compromisation that could rule the nation. You know what I'm saying? And y'all alleviate from each other's space like that, man. But, you know, just to have a prostitute say something and bring it about in a deadly situation, you feel me? She went back in the house. And for them, you know, to bring about a deadly situation, that's bad, man.
I couldn't think of the name right now.
It's bad. You know, niggas like to say they pimps, man, you know what I'm saying, and be riding for these hoes like they the police. You feel me? Like, nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like, and just on the allegations, if the nigga ain't even from here, bro, like, you know, you think it's clean and you think it's cool, right? But, nigga, you will forever be a suck-ass nigga, though. You feel me? You killed a nigga over a posse, bro. Like, you know, what kind of dirtbag shit is that? Like, niggas is killing for prostitutes now? Oh, you like, even with PK4, you know, beating up on bitches, pimping minors, like, niggas, this is not sticking to the script, bro. If that nigga if PK4 would have stick to the script and just got his pimp on and not fucked with no minors, he wouldn't be sitting in jail. You feel what I'm saying? If niggas, when the bitch called the nigga and told the nigga X, Y, and third, whatever she told that nigga to yank on, bruh, if that nigga stuck to the script, he would have hung the phone up on the bitch, nigga, and bruh still would be hung. But niggas is not sticking to the script, and that's why I always say, bring this shit back to the basics, bro. A lot of niggas will still be alive, and a lot of niggas wouldn't even want to be in the game, bro. Cause it's gonna force you gonna want to be around some niggas that's sticking to the script that ain't gonna allow you to do the bullshit you doing. So that's gonna force you to go over there and do your own thing. You feel me? Keep this shit basic, bro. You doing what? Oh yeah, bro, you out the crew. Niggas ain't keeping it basic. Nigga, if niggas would have kept it a gentleman's sport, we wouldn't be talking about this right now. But niggas ain't pimps no more. They simps. Just like gangbanging watered down, nigga pimping at home watered down. You got niggas out here killing for prostitutes. Where they do that at? You know, and you know, I'm always saying, man, we gotta check ourselves too in what we do, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, these hoes ain't valuable for that type of work, man. Cause see, if you keep it basic, these hoes know, man, a real pimp not finna get out there, nigga, and go to war with another pimp over no prostitute. Cause in the name of the game is what? Cop and blow. Nino Brown told you that in New Jack City. Cancel that bitch. I'll buy another one. It is more females out here than niggas. You are not out on Fig looking to pimp no men, so it's all females out there, bro. Pimp on something. How does violence come on Fig the way violence is coming on Fig, bro? Niggas going over there to buy pussy. And niggas want to sit up here, oh, niggas can't never have nothing. Prime example, bro. It's supposed to be an area, a neutral zone? It's supposed to be a neutral zone. Niggas get their money, but niggas ain't doing that. Niggas is not sticking to the script. Niggas is playing foul ball. Technical foul. Flag on the play. Like, niggas ain't understanding that, man. The game has got so fucked up to where now you may be moving right, but this other nigga, he on some bump. That nigga on some straight bump. And he don't care. He don't care. Why? Because niggas is getting further and further and further away from keeping it basic. Each individual in each realm always want to do their own thing. Everybody want to be the motherfucking king and nobody want to be the motherfucking soldier. Just like I was talking about this situation on episode part 3 when I said I was under the skies that he was going to the weed shop. And when it's niggas like that, niggas, you gotta get out and go. But niggas want to, nigga, the store runner is a czar. But nigga, if the store runner wasn't there, nigga, and the niggas had to go to the store all the time, then what's gonna happen then? Niggas gotta respect the pecking order, bro. For real. Somebody is supposed to be in that crew like, hey, bro, you know, this ain't our section, bro. We over here X, Y, and the 30. Don't nobody want to do that, though. Yeah, that's true, man. That's true, man. When you don't respect the laws of the universal laws gonna make you respect them. That's true, man. That's unfortunate. I ain't gonna say unfortunately, but it's a fact though, bro. You feel me? So I'm gonna find one. All right, but you know you niggas gotta move right, bro. You know, even though you may think that you're going to protect one of your little heezies and all that, your security is first. Your security is first, bro. Because for one, these hoes is liars. They prostitutes. Of course they lying. You think you any different because you a pimp? No, sirree, Bob. That ain't her job to tell the fucking truth. You feel me? That ain't her job to tell the truth, nigga. Her job is to lie to benefit her need, her want. That's all she doing. And here it is, you know what I'm saying? She got what she wanted at a fucked up cost. You feel me? Niggas gotta. It ain't nothing wrong, bro, with doing what you do. Like on some real shit, bro. Gang banging. I'm not all for. But if that's what you doing, niggas stick to the basics. You feel me? No old people, no kids. You feel me? No robbing the neighbors. You feel me? No fucking over the community. No making the hood hot. No selling drugs to pregnant bitches. Just stick to the basics, bro. I ain't got nothing to say if you stick to the basics. Why? Because you sticking to the basics. You doing what you set your foot on. But if you set your foot on something and think you gonna knock a corner off and gonna tell me it's the same thing, hell no. I can't go for it because I don't want nobody else to stand on that and fall and lose their life, bro. So if I could show a nigga that a piece of that motherfucking, that stepping stone is broke, nigga, and to watch your step, of course I'm gonna do it, bro. And it's gonna be a lot of niggas that's not gonna like it. We all make mistakes, but let's not turn them into losses. Turn them into lessons. You know, we each one, we teach one, man. And unfortunately, this is a lesson we gotta learn with somebody, you know, and like I was saying about his dad, man, you know, yeah, you know, niggas want to talk about, you know, this and that. Unfortunately, he lost his life for what he lost his life for, but that didn't just define him, bro. You know, like Dark was saying, and like you seen him in the video with the Gatorades in his hand, smiling, having a good time, bro. That's also a part of who he is. And that's also a part of who a lot of these other niggas is out here. But you need to tap into that. You feel me? You gotta wait. I say, nigga, I won. Dark said it and put it in the situation, nigga, you keep winning. How many times you think you gonna keep putting your hand in that hole and winning? You gotta get yours and get on now. It may be hard. We got us that pride shit too. You know, want to live that high society lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we gotta check ourselves before we wreck ourselves, bro. And you know, I want people, you know, that be getting into it. Your sisters, you know, calling you, telling you about they nigga, or you know, lying and doing this and doing that, and you feel me? Niggas gotta understand, bro. A lot of niggas died over females lying. And I'm not even gonna say they just liars, right? But you got a secondary that you feel me? Like what you say, okay, let me run that through my mind. You have to, bro. Especially dealing with prostitutes, man. And that's mainly who we talking about. You dealing with a prostitute, you some pimps, y'all out here gonna listen to this, man. You know, nigga, your hoe is a fucking liar. That's what she get paid to do. That's what she get paid to do, man. And y'all niggas, just niggas in general need to clean up, man. Stick to the basics, bro. You feel me? And all that bullshit about, oh yeah, you know, it was these niggas, it was nobody. The nigga, the person, whoever, they not from LA, bro. They not from Southern California. So all that sparking the get back, oh, and all this and all that, knock that shit off, bro. That's another thing that motherfuckers want to happen, you know, just to keep shit, you know, we can keep losing. Nigga, they not losing, we losing. Mind the truth and leave the bullshit where it's at. You feel me? Y'all know what it is, man. Y'all know who it is, man. It's your boy Pharaoh the Guy. Always on the job. I got 5 Let's Talk. As always, it's real talk. Raw talk. And we gonna kick it in retrospect, man. You feel me? There's too many of us out here dying, man. Over nonsense. You feel me? We gotta look at the benefits that we do have. Life gonna life, bro, regardless. But when you're in that position to where, you know, you have something good going for the community, we gotta get out of that mental deficiency of we gotta live this certain lifestyle. We gotta be this certain aggressive person. You feel me? We got to.
Got to.
And you know, because it's becoming detrimental to us. It's not becoming detrimental to nobody else. They don't give a fuck. Oh, they gonna drive down the community. Boom. The people's gonna come in, buy the shit up, kick y'all out. Like, we are vagabonds, bro. We are migrants. Not illegal migrants. We're just migrants. Black people are becoming migrants because we are not captivating off of what we can do. We being dismantled by what we are doing. We not tapping into, we're not tapping into real powers that we possess. Yo, homie out here doing something good, man, you know what I'm saying? Tell him to slow down for the slow nickel, man. Fuck the fast dollar. You know what I'm saying? Encourage your homie to be successful. You know, something that you love, you don't get it overnight. You gotta work for it. So, you know, man, y'all work for it, man. You know, each one teach one. Y'all know what I say, man. Take care of each other. And if you can't do that, man, take care of your motherfucking self. We out. Oh, before I go, man, salute to you though, Tyson, man. I mean, Sticky, man. Good looking out, man. Always dropping in, man. Thank you for sticking around, man. Always staying down, man. Salute to the mods, man. May God bless you, show you mercy, and show peace to your family, man.